Hey there, friends! What is going on? I have no idea what that music was tonight, so I apologize. That was the weirdest music ever. But that's what happens when you get random playlists. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Apologies for not being here with you guys last week. Forgot what happened. Something happened. Wife took me out. I think it was something like that. Happy finals, Game 7. If you're watching the NBA Finals, I got it on over here. So if you see me sneaking a glance, it's because I'm watching. I do not have a dog in this fight, but I hate the Thunder. So Blake, I'm not vibing with you tonight, Blake. I'm sorry, man. Guys, tonight I just thought it'd be cool if we could jump into Dune. I have been playing this game a lot with Livid. We've got a lot of new subscribers to the channel that are into Dune with us, and so yeah, we've got a really cool base, a really cool guild. They're all online doing work, and I just thought I'd pop on here and actually play a game tonight and answer any questions you guys might have about Dune, or we'll just play Dune, and that's cool too. So our guild is an Atreides guild. We're pretty solid, I would say. We are very much in the end game. We got an outpost up here on the eastern shield wall just south of the Atreides base, and out in the deep desert we got a lot of stuff going on. I actually just came back from a titanium run for the guild, so I'm not going to do any deep desert stuff unless the guys ping me and say they need me. What I figured I would do first and foremost is get some water for the base, because our base is completely empty. We got a couple death stills and all that stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take out a buggy and go get a couple bodies, because that is the best and most efficient way to get water in the game. So we got our buggy crew here. This is our fancy... Wow, this thing is not rendering at all.
Sector
That's
weather
really
alert.
funny.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Wow, what is happening with this buggy? There we go. That was super weird. But yeah, we got this is a Mark V buggy, I believe it is. Let me see. Hold on. With a couple special parts on it. Yeah, this is our Mark V buggy with the bigger buggy boot and the Mark VI cut array. So pretty special buggy. I'm actually not going to take that one out. Yeah. Let's see. What's this one? It's just got a normal buggy storage. What's this one? Actually, I might end up taking that other one out. Yeah, I'm going to take this one out because it's got the bigger buggy boot. But I'm going to wait for the storm to pass. Guys, if you're checking out the channel because you like Dune and you're playing Dune, awesome. If you're here because you usually hang out with me on Sunday nights, that's cool too. We are going to return to our regularly scheduled program probably next week. But I just wanted to play a game tonight, honestly. I had an absolutely crazy day, so I just figured it'd be fun to play a game.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm
Livid and I,
is
you guys
approaching.
have probably seen all of our vids, our farming vids, and quite honestly, we have been stocking up on stuff for all those vids, trying to get you guys the content that you seem to all really enjoy. So it's been a ton of fun. Juggernaut, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got more stuff coming. We finally have our review all finished up, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna make a couple blood bags here, so I can also grab some blood. Let's see. Hopefully, I can make these. Not garment. There it is. Let's see. Oh, we have literally no water, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. We're doing it the body way. I have not run into any cheaters in the deep desert. Our team has had a pretty firm lock on the deep desert. Not to say that we're infallible, right? Like, we also certainly have run into our fair share of issues.
Weather alert.
But
A large
we have not
sandstorm is
seen the same
approaching.
kind of cheaters that I think a lot of other folks have. Sorry, I'm just moving my frame up here. Yeah, deep desert, guys, like, as a solo, it's really hard. Mod. Like, that's just the reality of it. If you're going to go into the deep desert because you want to farm spice, go in naked. Go in with your compactor, go in with water, and that's about it. Because outside of that, anything you lose, it's gone, right? So, make sure you have your ornithopter that you can pocket in the vehicle backup tool, and then make sure that you're pretty much going in naked. Because anything that's in your bags, right? Anything here, if you die to PvP, that's it. You lose it all. So you got to be really careful about that stuff, and quite honestly, like, that is really the only way to do it solo. If you're gonna do it as a team, it's all about coordination. It's really all about coordination and trying to make sure that you have somebody watching your back, whether it's an ornithopter or anything like that. Yeah, Phalanx, thanks, man. Appreciate you being a follower of the channel, and totally understand. Not everybody's into these types of games. You know, we have a soft spot for survival games, and this is the first one in quite a while we've been able to like really sink our teeth into, which is fun. I mean, I absolutely love it. So right now, guys, we're taking out the buggy. We're gonna go do a body run. So we have some advanced tech built in our base, and so we need to fill this bad boy up with bodies. We got the advanced disruptor pistol from the last video. You guys see it just absolutely destroys Holtzman shields. So we're gonna pick up bodies. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna drop the body in, and now we're just gonna start plopping them in. Where'd that other body go? There he is. So we'll do a full buggy run, and then we'll bring it back to base. Come on. Bring it back to base so that we can keep the death stills going. Our main base, I think it can support, I forget the number, it's like 200 or 300,000 water. We are down to absolutely 0, so that's not great, obviously. Oh no, the boys are fighting.
Eyes on hostile.
You see that thing? Oh my gosh, that thing is so good. Just absolutely burst the field, and then I've still got my scrubber, which is like one of my favorite weapons in the game. Just it can, for the most part, take out an enemy in 3 hits, two to 3 hits, depending on my accuracy. Yeah, the NPC AI is not good. You know, like I said, I just finished up the review, writing the review for the game. You know, we really wanted to make sure that we had played this on live servers, even though we have hundreds upon hundreds of hours with this game in the testing space and now in the live servers. We had to play it on the live servers to really make sure that like what the game we played in the testing is what actually happened in the live servers. Yeah, Avengers, that's our base right up there, man. It's an awesome spot. Such great access to the deep desert and just like the resources that you need in this area before you move on. So we're gonna go up to Sentinel City here, and we're just gonna kill as many things as we can. Load this thing up. Again, for you guys who are just joining, we're just doing a death still run. So just getting some bodies, getting them back to base, because our base, we have tapped out of water. We're cooking titanium and stravidium and all, or not titanium, plastinium, whatever the heck it's called. We're cooking all the things. We are out of it. Is it literally empty right now? Okay, well, I'm not going to keep running all the way in there to do that. We have the large one, Jug, at the... So we have a base right on the edge of the PvP zone in the deep desert, and so we're using that base just for spice refinement. Everything else is done at our main base, our Atreides base, as we call it here. Alright, we gotta go find some enemies. If we see some aluminum, we're just gonna stop and get some aluminum. Why not? This is the Mark 6 cut array, so you can see 254 aluminum with the Mark 6 cut array, which is just insane, right? Oh, okay. Boink. So good. Nice, man. Oh, the big chemical refiner is awesome. Makes life so much easier. It's cool, man. Like that's one of the things that I really do genuinely enjoy about the game is like the progression feels genuinely like you earned it, right? And not every game is like that. Not every survival game makes you feel like you earn every step of your progression. I feel like this game does, and I really like that about the game. Especially towards the end, where like all of those, you know, end-tier crafting stations are really valuable and relatively hard to get. I think I see some enemies in here, so we're gonna just stop at the other end of Sentinel City. grab a couple bodies here. Oh yeah, lots of bodies. Oh, okay, that was good. What is happening? My seeker drone's not doing anything. Oh boy. I got him. Guess it doesn't matter if he's shooting me. Come on, stamina. I love this scrubber. If you guys have not farmed for the scrubber, just go for it, man. It took us a little bit of time to farm for it, but you guys can kind of see minus a little bit of accuracy issue when you fire too fast. It's just so good. Okay. Okay, hit detection. So good. I like the snipers. I find that the scope in the game is not great. So I'm like, I don't, not that I struggle with the snipers, I just don't want to be that close. I don't ever really want to be scoped in that much. I really enjoy the rifles. The 5-finger rifle that Livid and I talked about in the 10 weapons vid is definitely one of my favorites. So you see Nas in the chat here. Nas is one of the guys on our legacy team. He's mentioning that the Lance Rod, we clearly won the Lance Rod with the Atreides, but they actually got all in a row. And who knew that this was a tic-tac-toe system? You guys can see we're the top contributors up here. We have claimed more houses, but they got all in a row, and for whatever reason, that that lets you win. Very strange. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, no, I know. You can hip fire the sniper. Honestly, I really like the rifles. I just really like them. I think they work really good. I do like the 5-finger. I think that's probably going to be my second. If like I had to pick, that's my second favorite rifle. It's a little bit different. In terms of the way it fires, but it's got that poison damage, which is really good. All right. We're going to leave Sentinel Village. And we're going to keep going. Let's see. How are we doing on space? Oh, we're doing great. We got a decent amount of bodies, but we need to stuff this thing absolutely full of bodies for some water. Yeah, so news is we're going to get some sort of report or something tomorrow. I don't know if it's a blog post. I don't know what the heck it's going to be. But apparently the team is going to talk about the balancing of the end game tomorrow. A lot of chatter after the recent AMA. We did a video on that. And there's a lot of stuff, I guess, that is coming with the game that they really haven't talked about, right? Obviously. And so they want to address some of the balancing issues, I believe, first, which is great. I think that needs to happen. And hopefully we get a sneak peek at some of the other stuff that's coming soon. You guys can see with this Mark 6 cutter ray how absolutely insane it is getting aluminum. It is so fast, so good. It is the best. All right, I have no idea what place this is, but we're just going to clear this out.
Enemy sighted.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's funny. One of the things that I really want to see them do a lot more of is really refine the guild systems. It's so hard to know what our team is doing at any given moment. And, you know, the team is awesome. We have done so much work just to put ourselves in this position. But some of the systems in the game to actually communicate as a guild and organize as a guild, they're not good. They're not good at all. So I'm hoping one of the things they talk about, and whatever this is, a blog post, a video, whatever, is how guilds are going to get more tools to kind of communicate and work together. All right, we'll clear out. Yeah, of course, man. That's a survival game. You gotta earn your gear. You gotta earn everything.
We're totally in Vegas.
But yeah, I'm serious, guys. If you have not checked out this scrubber weapon, I highly recommend you do it. It is amazing. and then in conjunction with this Adept Disruptor pistol, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer with how good this is. Can pretty much take out any shield in 2 taps. I am too, Alex. I can't wait. You know, I definitely don't want to bang the drum of like new content every week or we quit, but like they definitely need to keep up with the new content. I think Conan Exiles is a good example of the pace they're gonna take, and quite honestly, Conan Exiles is a little slow. So I am hoping for something a little faster. We'll see though. I mean, I think Funcom is all in on this game, right? So I think we're gonna see content relatively quickly. What scale that content is, I don't know. Yeah, and that's cool. You know, like, I don't want to pressure you guys to reach the end game. I definitely don't want to be the content creators that are saying, you know, oh, you guys have to, you know, push the pace of content because most people are at the end game. Last I checked, there were only like 20-something% of people that have entered the deep desert, right? So you got to take that seriously. Like, you got to understand that there is a spectrum of people playing this game. And I always talk to Livid about this when we talk about what content we want to do, when we want to pace our content out, and stuff like that. There are a lot of hardcore people. There's no doubt about that. But there's also a lot of casual players, a lot of people who want to take these games really slow. And that's cool too. And you have to kind of cater to both. And so we'll see how Funcom does that. All right, I don't even know, where am I? All right, I've already got this intel, so we don't actually need to stick around. I think most of the enemies are dead. We'll grab that titanium back there, and then we will look for bodies. Can I hit it? Oh yeah, just 2 nodes, 500 titanium. You guys just cannot beat that. The Mark 6 is so good. Let's see. Wow, a whole lot out here. I think it will, Juggernaut. Like, one thing that I wrote in the review, and I'll give you guys like a little preview, is, you know, survival games, and specifically MMO games, they usually have really bad launch issues, right? Like, if you've played any sort of MMO, you know these games are, you know, not stable server-wise. There are issues up and down the board. Dune didn't really have that. Like, I genuinely thought that the launch was pretty good. There were some minor issues, and those minor issues were addressed really quickly. That's really important, and I think that really helped spread kind of the word about the game. And I'm really excited about that, obviously, because a bad launch would have absolutely cratered this game. It really would. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for checking in from Brazil. Hope you guys are doing good down there. Okay. There we go. All right, couple more bodies here. Yeah, the closed beta definitely helped. I mean, they have truly, guys, they have been testing this game for a really long time. Livid and I have been part of the playtest for over a year, I want to say. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And the closed beta, I think those types of tests where they can really stress test their servers and make sure things are kind of copacetic, they really matter. And I think Funcom knows from their Conan Exile days the right approach. And I think that's really important, right? Because, you know, a lesser developer who doesn't have as much experience, they wouldn't have gone through all of those rigorous testings just to get to a launch that was pretty smooth. Like, it wasn't perfect, right? There was a bunch of hot fixes. Hey, look at that, guys. We are capped out. We got a bunch of bodies. We got aluminum. We're going to head back to base. Funcom got it. They figured it out. They did it the right way. Was it a little bit slower than a lot of folks probably wanted? Yeah. But was it clean? Yeah, it was really clean. Really, really clean. All right, we're going to get back to base. We're going to get the water going. Because like I said, our base, we are chewing through refining ore and whatnot, but we are cooked on water. We got nothing. We got absolutely nothing in the pipeline. we gotta go this way, maybe. It's funny, I don't drive to base very often, or out of base very often, so I very easily get turned around. Think we can go this way? Maybe? I feel like I'm going down, which is not the right answer, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're going to eat ourselves off this ledge here. Woo! I love the buggy, guys. I'm a huge buggy fan. If you are not using the buggy, whew, you are missing out. Because the buggy, like you guys saw, this thing is jam-packed with bodies and a decent amount of aluminum. And what, that took 15 minutes at the most? We're going to keep going. No, we're not going to go that way. I don't think we can go that way. I'm going to try and thread the needle here. Yeah, the PvP right now, Juggernaut, is rough. It's really rough. It's not fun. You know, we have a couple guys on the team that really love like the Scout Ornithopter gameplay. They love shooting people out of the sky. I get it. I don't enjoy it. I think the gameplay loop right now for PvP is really weak, and I want to see more ground action. But part of that, and this is something that I've talked about in some other videos, is the fact that, where the heck am I? The fact that right now you can't even tell who's on your team, who's an enemy. There's no like notifications over people's heads. There's nothing. Like MMO basics, you know, just don't exist in this game. Like the fact that I have to yell on Discord to let somebody know as they're passing me that I'm on their team is crazy. It's crazy. The fact that I can't even see who's in like a guild tag or anything like that, and the fact that that spreads across NPCs and players is nuts. That's like when I talk about the whole quality of life thing, like that's what I'm talking about. Also, somehow managed to get back to this, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Not only because I'm peeking at the basketball game, but I'm also talking to you guys as I'm trying to drive. Oh look, they got like a little thing under their base. They got a little thing. All right, let's bring the buggy back in. You guys will see I can drive. You guys can tell Livid I said this. Not my favorite base layout that he's ever done. All right, so that is the buggy. We got a bunch of death stills here. A couple advanced ones, I think. A bunch of advanced ones. And then a bunch of bodies. So we're going to drop... There we go. We're going to drop all these in here. And we're going to get the water cooking. So if you guys have not reached this point of the game yet, you do your trials and eventually you unlock the Fremen Death Stills and the Fremen Advanced Death Stills. And what you do is you... I got to grab one. Which box did I put it in? You put a corpse in there. And the corpse, over the course of 50 minutes, will shoot out an insane amount of water. So if you get multiples of these roll in, you are going to get a ton of water. So we're going to use the advanced ones first, just to make sure that I got them all full. I mean, we're going to fill all of them up. But, and you guys will see in a second here, if you have not seen these yet, how much water we're talking about. Get everything rolling in. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's a business case to be made for the fact that like video games are a business. They have to make money. There is a level to it, right? There's a levels to making money, and I do think you don't want to be egregious. I think Funcom right now has got it figured out. We will see what like the long-term health of the game is and how they decide if they want to further monetize the game. I didn't play Conan, so I don't know what they did for that. But you know, it's not nothing, is what I'm getting at. That they've had such a clean launch. Their monetization is simply, you know, you want to buy the game? Great. Buy the game. Play the game. Like, that's awesome. That's exactly what we want from our games nowadays. All right, so we should have water rolling in now. It's rolling in very slowly, but it's going to start rolling in really fast as the death stills get going. The base has actually no water in it, so it's actually it's going to take a minute to get things up and running. Yeah, what they revealed in the AMA the other day was that the free content updates are also going to align with the optional DLC. So DLC will drop around the same time as the optional or the free content, and hopefully, what that means is we're going to see a lot of really, I hope, good big updates at the same time, right? You're going to see the free content updates, which are going to be balancing and, you know, adding more content to the game, and then the optional DLC, which I don't think is going to add a whole lot to the game. I think what it's really going to do is it's going to add new cosmetics. It's going to add new things that people can, like, you know, they can buy into if they really want to. All right, we're going to buy... I don't have any more Masquerade. Sinner, how big is the Sinner? 19,000. That's pretty good. I only have one Sinner's. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. It's 30,000. I can make 3 of those. Oof, that's a lot. I don't want to use spice for my blood bags, though. You guys will kill me if I do that. So we're going to do a Sinner's blood bag. We'll do a Sinner's and then a couple large. Oh, we're almost out of microfiber sandwich, too. So we'll do 2 of those and then a Sinner's. That'll give us enough. We'll go get some. We'll go get some blood for the guys. We already got the death stills going, but we'll go get some blood now. All right. Perfect. And I'm going to see if Livid left. One of the other videos we did recently, we talked about 10 of the best tools you can get at this like tier 5, tier 6 tier. And one of the things we talked about was the impure extractor, which it's so cool. As you siphon blood from enemies, the weapon that you currently have equipped gains poison damage for 15 seconds. So cool. I don't think it's in here. He might have it on him still. I do not see it. Okay. Totally fine. Yeah, he's got it on him. It's very cool. And we actually found out that you can do that with all sorts of things, including the flamethrower. So if you're using the flamethrower and you're also using the impure extractor, you can turn your flamethrower into a fire weapon as well as a poison weapon, which is pretty cool. Yeah, super cool. A very cool item if you guys have not checked it out yet. All right, we're going to go up to our ornithopter, which should I pick up here? No. Ornithopter over there right now? I genuinely don't know where I parked it. Let's see. I think it's down here, maybe. Which one is mine? This one mine? I'm also super cool that they're adding vehicle names soon, because I genuinely do not know which ornithopter it is. Techie, thank you, man. Appreciate you watching the videos. That means a lot. Yeah, storage. Oh my gosh, storage needs a complete facelift. I need to be able to change the color of boxes. I need to be able to name boxes. I need to be able to do so many things with boxes that I cannot currently do. It drives me absolutely bananas. Oh, look at all that blood. Look at all that blood. And look at the scrubber just making quick work of all these guys, even the big guys. Somebody's still shooting. Who's shooting? Are we down here? Who's still shooting? I mean, you see how fast the scrubber just absolutely makes short work of these guys. And, like, you got to remember, these are not nobody guys. These are shield wall guys. Like, it's not the hardest enemies in the game. Oh, but they are certainly no scrubs. Oh, my God. I got to get the heck out of here for a second. Yeah, like I said, absolutely not scrubs by any stretch.
Eyes on enemy.
Got a sniper up there. Got him down. Boom. Done. Okay. Let's get some blood. Let's get some. Really? Easy. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel like I need a sniper. I can reach most of these guys where they are. I don't seem to have that much of a problem. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I thought I had more than 19,000. Oh, I do. Okay, I do. I was gonna say that did not seem like enough space, but we're good. We're good. We got some guys on the second row. I think we got at least one guy up here. Maybe. Grab. That's not. All right, let's see. Where did the bodies go? Bodies. There they are. There are the bodies. At least one body. Might as well get the science chest in here. This is a good one. This is great if you want to farm science chest. The Southern Comms. Such an easy science chest. You can literally park your ornithopter up top, right up there, and then jump down there. Yeah, Lasgun is still A2, A3. Livid, I think, got his today. I haven't actually started farming for it,
Reveal
but
yourself.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about starting. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh.
Push back up.
So good. Scrubber, so good. I just cannot recommend the Scrubber enough for anybody that likes rifles. We are getting that blood, boys. Getting the blood. I think that's 2 containers full for one spot. That's not bad. I'm sure I missed a body or 2 somewhere. Actually, I'm confident that I missed a body. Fervor, what's up? Fervor is one of our legacy boys in the guild, doing all the work. Enemy players cannot enter your base in the area unless you set your base in everybody. One of the things that I'm super frustrated about with this game is the lack of like control. You can though currently set your base up to allow anybody in, guild members only, etc. In the deep desert, you can actually PvP is enabled in most of the tiles in the deep desert. So if you wanted to build a base out in the deep desert, and it is exposed, people can raid it, people can, you know, take the stuff that's inside of it. You know, most of the deep desert stuff that we're doing is not, it's all resource driven. All of it.
Reveal yourself.
Hold on, I gotta post this so I don't get myself killed. Oh my gosh. Got him. Got her. bloods. And we'll keep moving. This might be the last blood bag. We'll see. Let's see. Yep, that's the last one. So let's see. How much blood are we bringing back? We got 15,000, 15,000 to 30,000, 49,000 blood. Perfect. All back to base. Get it going. Keep the machine churning. So let's see how the water's doing. Something is cooking all the water. I don't know what's using the water, but something is cooking it. Because these death stills are bringing in a ton of water. And nothing is even blipping. Oh, we got another one here. I never put a body in that one. Alright, so we will drop a bunch of blood in here. Let that keep cooking. Something is going on with these death stills, I think. Interesting. Something is happening. Let me ask the guys. Oh, thank you, Siege. I did not know that. I honestly thought it was like siphoned like everything else. That is good to know. I also don't think we have any more blood purifiers. Maybe, it's funny, I have been working on videos so much that I haven't been in the base in a hot minute. And we used to have a bunch of blood purifiers up here, but now I only see one. So maybe there is only one, which is totally fine. We're going to do this. We're going to... we're going to drop blood bags in here. I guess we could drop the blood bags in here. We'll let them do their thing. These are all mediums. Alright, next up on the list, we're going to drop off some of these items, and then we're going to go do some contracts, because, quite honestly, I have been slacking on my contracts. And I am actually very far behind at this point. I hate this base storage so much. I cannot even describe to you guys my level of frustration. The fact that we can't just like put a little sign out front that says whatever each thing is drives me insane. All right, let's see here. Did I get rid of everything? All right, I got rid of everything. Whoa, that was weird. All right, we're going to make some heavy darts, and then we're going to go do some contracts. Heavy darts. Let's make, I don't know, random amount. That's the one thing about the scrubber I don't love. You go through ammo so quickly. I mean, very quickly. Oh. All right, guys. What weapons are you guys currently rocking in the game? What's your number one weapon that you're using or you take with you no matter where you go? The Misty Sword. Are you talking about this one? I think I'm using that. Poison Mist. Poison Mist is so good. Now, I am not a melee player, Johnny. I will admit. I don't think melee is very good in this game. I think there are too many options to counter melee. But if I were to use melee, yes, that would be the one I'd use. Nice. Poison Mist, Jabal Sniper. Very good, very good. Very, very good. All right, how many we got? Yeah, we got about 1,000. That's good. All right, so you guys are gonna laugh at me. My contracts are such a mess. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're just gonna do the Atreides one. Atreides Tolliver. Let's go get an ID tag. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, dude, 5-finger triple shot. Nice. Dude, here's the best. Good, good, good. Alright. We gotta go bring the tags to Tolliver. Back at the Anvil, I believe it is. You know what? We're gonna take... I don't have any Solari on me, do I? Nope. Yeah, we're gonna mark 5. We're gonna mark 5. This will go quick. Yeah, the 5-finger is definitely one of my favorite weapons currently in the game. If you don't have that one, you got to farm it down in the shoal PvP zones. But quite honestly, you can get through them very quickly. Like if you're not a big PvP player, like I'm not a huge PvPer, you can get through the shoal stuff really, really quickly and never have to really fight somebody. And if you hear somebody, you just don't fight them. You just don't land and you don't fight them. And you come back in, 40 minutes when the chest is up and try again. Because remember, the PvP stuff is, those chests are not instant. So if you're going to farm any PvP zone, right, shoal, deep desert, any of those science chests are not instant. So that means once it's looted, the cooldown timer starts once it's looted that one time, and the chest is going to be empty for everybody else. That's different than the way that most of the PvE zones work, where everything is instance. So you can loot a chest every, I think it's 40 minutes or 45 minutes, something like that. All right, let's see here. If you guys are watching this finals game, it is not looking good. It is not a good looking finals game. All right, let's park our bad boy. Put it in the tool. Let's go see what this guy wants.
We meet again. Let me see. Let's get back to work. We've located some of the deserters connected to the ambush. There's a rumored sickness spreading among them. Details are vague, yet frightening. Hope you're not squeamish. I need you to draw blood from the deserters. There should be a console at the camp. Use it to analyze the blood samples.
Yeah, I also wish you could store the bike in the Thopter. I actually think I'm going to need to go get my blood bags back. We're going to have to go back to base quick. As you guys can see, the team has made quite a few bases. So it's a little hard to tell like where exactly our base is, but it's okay. Checking to see if there's any spice around. Don't see any. I always look for the Godzilla rock. Godzilla rock is my my beacon. That's how I know where I'm going. Our base is right in front of it. Yeah, if you guys have not gotten yourself a Mark V Ornithopter, this thing is amazing. 160 while you're coasting for the most part. So smooth. It's just so lightning fast compared to the Mark IV. Like, it's such a difference, and you notice it almost immediately. It's awesome. It's so good. barrel rolls. I still find it funny that you can do that. Alright, we get the blood bags, and then we will go do the spiral deserter outpost. I've actually cleared the spiral before, and the first time I did it, oh my gosh. Alex, I really hope the focus is on the scout ornithopters, for one. I think a lot of folks want to see the scout ornithopters lose their ability to shoot rockets. I definitely don't want that. I just want there to be an actual, a real consequence for doing it. Like, if you're going to put the guns on your ornithopter, there has to be some drawback to doing that. And it's going to come in the form of, like, mobility and speed, right? So I think that's going to be part of it. I'm not sure what else to expect. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what else to expect. A lot of the discussion I see is around the scout ornithopter, and then just like the lack of balance between land PvP and you know, aerial PvP. Everybody's like, oh, all we do is fight in the, you know, all we do is fight in the sky. We never actually land and fight, right? Like that's something that I think the team definitely needs to address. I don't know exactly how they're going to do that, but we'll see. I'm pretty pumped to see what they say about the scout ornithopter tomorrow. There's all sorts of random stuff behind our base at this point. There's a lot of like really weird bases that people have built. But quite honestly, I just kind of ignore it because there's so much of it. Flight jammers? That's a cool idea. I like that. I love those like outside the box ideas, and I think that's what the team needs. I think the team needs some bold ideas, quite honestly. Spiral. Where? Some bad driving on my part. It's right over here. Alright. Let's clear this bad boy out. Doing this at level, actually very rough. This is a really challenging outpost. Oh, all I have to do is extract 5,000 milliliters. So as long as I can find some enemies, we good. Anybody? Anybody home? Nobody? Come on. I'm gonna be so bummed that this is cleared out. It might actually be cleared out. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a shame. Get the science ready. All the bombs. All the bombs. What we got? Fine. And we're poisoned. They need areas like this rift in the DD that contains resources that are important. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the deep desert's very boring. Like, if I'm being really honest with you guys, like, just the idea of having to fly so far across the map just to get to our base is honestly kind of exhausting. Like, so I was just doing, before I hopped on stream, I was just doing a resource run for the team. I was just bringing some resources back from our base out in the deep desert, and it was really boring. You know, I have to drive an insanely far distance just to get to that base, and then I got to bring the resources back and do the same thing again. It's not fun. It's not fun. Oh my gosh, this base is literally picked over. Not a single enemy in here. What are the chances of that? Well, that's a bummer. I'm actually not sure about the spice timer. I heard there's a resource that's floating around, like a website somebody's built that's tapped into the API of the game, where they're able to track it now. I don't know how legit that is, but that's kind of cool. Oh, I just missed it. What a pain. There we go. Oh my gosh, what? That's BS. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I need to do this, but now I need to do this. I'm going to run out of stamina. That's what's going to happen. Haha. I give up. I give up. You win the game. Just run back through. The question is, yeah, there we go. Quakes, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are currently trying to complete a contract, but the base that I need to clear has no enemies. So that kind of stinks. So we're going to hang out until enemies spawn. I literally need, I think, one enemy because of the extractor that I have. Maybe two. Hey, you came from TikTok. That's awesome, man. Yeah, we've been, we've really been focused on TikTok over the last, I mean, honestly, like a year now. It's been a ton of fun. I actually enjoy TikTok quite a bit. And we started on YouTube Shorts. And just honestly, like, I was just kind of disenchanted from the YouTube Shorts experience. I thought YouTube Shorts in general was pretty terrible. And even the videos I get now on YouTube Shorts are not good. Like, it's stuff that does not even make sense for me. At least, oh my gosh, this is brutal. Look at, I cannot get this vehicle down. At least on TikTok, I really feel like the algorithm is like paying attention to what I'm watching, feeds me more of it. It does a good job. Alright, we're gonna try this base. Maybe this base will work. Let's see. Let's see. You guys are right that any deserters will work. At all?
Shields up.
Oh, there's somebody. Woo! Oh boy, I got no stamina.
Sector
Okay.
weather alert.
Let's
A
see if
large
this works.
sandstorm is approaching.
Hallelujah, you guys were right. Nice job. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Easy. Let's grab that, because we need that. There it is, 8. So for all of you guys who found our channel through Dune Awakening, maybe you're a longtime follower of the channel, just want to let you guys know, next month, July, is kind of interesting. It's kind of a wonky month. But I will tell you, we are very excited. Most likely, not totally confirmed yet, but most likely going to get the chance to play Grounded 2 early. And you know, we're here because we like survival games. That is another survival game. One of the just truly insanely good survival games of the last few years, and just super excited that they kind of shadow dropped that at Summer Game Fest this year. Or the Xbox Showcase, whatever they dropped it at. Alright. Council. Let's see. Council
Sector
is
weather
up here.
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Grounded 2. Grounded 2. It's another survival game. One of our faves. Is this the council? Nope. That's got to be the council. Yeah, it's got to be this. There we go. Interact. Analyzing the blood. Yeah, second one kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm just super excited. Such a great game. First one was amazing. I have no doubt the second one will be just as good, if not better. I feel like I'm turned around again. Okay, we'll go out the bottom. It's okay. We'll go out the bottom. All good. Just get the heck out of here. Whee! Alright, let's see how long it takes me to put my ornithopter down. Yo, if you guys have any tricks about how to place your ornithopter down, I would love to hear it, because I cannot get this tool to work to save my life. Like, in a pinch, can't do it. Fly up. Okay, okay. I'm trying. I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. Oh, and my Emperor's wings are about to break. Great. Fantastic. I mean, I'm far away from it now. Oh, dude, this is brutal. I will tell you guys, I genuinely, if I'm in a PvE zone, I don't usually store my ornithopter because I hate fighting this. Something is definitely messed up here. Oh, I don't have a vehicle to restore. It's up there. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, you guys are funny. See? And that's why I don't usually store it. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, there's no way it was that bad. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, usually I struggle, but I don't usually struggle that much. That was really funny. Come on. Oh, come on. Give me that. Give me some props for that one. Let's go. Yeah, you know, reading and all that stuff. I probably could have just read the screen and it would have been good. All right, let's get this back to Oliver. Keep the contract going here. But you guys know my pain, right? Like, the vehicle storing system is not good. Let's not pretend it's good. It's not good. That's what happens when I'm, like, talking to you guys, trying to focus on the game, sneaking the basketball game on the corner. That's on me. That's on me. This is one thing. I hope they do something with the starter cartridges. It's just so pointless right now. Just this, like, weird static element that does nothing for the game. Like, I get it. Early on, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, but... Pacer's making a little bit of a run. A little bit. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's drop this bad boy. Let's talk to Tulliver. There we go. Tulliver.
We meet again. What were the results? That is troubling. There are frightful stories being whispered about. I have my suspicions,
Quesadilla, what are you talking about? What's the
must not jump
glitch?
to
I haven't heard of
conclusions
it.
until we know more. Honor already compels me to be cautious. A friend of mine might be in danger. I must locate her. I must learn more
Contract-wise,
before I give voice to
I'm
suspicion.
really far behind. I've barely done
That's
any
all I can say
contracts.
for now. A gang of Harkonnen deserters are holed up in a testing station.
super
I have
far
reason
behind.
to believe one of them knows the crash site of a ship called the Catheria. Go to the testing station. Find a report or any other evidence of where the Catheria might have crashed. Find the intel, and I can fill you in more.
The House Jabal spit dart. It throws you out of the copter? Holy
Do whatever it takes.
crap. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, dude, that's brutal. I have not heard that bug. Oh my god, that is rough. I am so sorry. Definitely, yes. I did know that. They actually talked about that in the AMA the other day. Somebody had mentioned the Sardaukar ships, and they said if those were real Sardaukars, everybody'd be dead, and that they're just mercenaries. I get it, but, and I talk about this in the review, again, giving you guys a little bit of a sneak preview, it's like there's not enough dynamic events that can happen once you're on, right? Like once you get an ornithopter, this game is pretty much your oyster. You go do whatever you want to do, you can go wherever you want to go. There's very little in terms of, restrictions. The Sardaukar ships would just be one of those ways to kind of add just another layer of kind of dynamicness to the game. Alright, we going back into Haga Rift? Are we? Can't tell. I think, oh yeah, that's the testing station at the end of this one. Okay. It's funny because I've already cleared all of these as part of like farming runs or whatever else. I should have just done the contracts to boot. It would save me a lot of time. But I am not that smart, unfortunately. There we go. Alright, 29, here we go. Let's do the thing. And I have no band-aids on me, so I gotta be really careful.
Welcome, honored guest.
Welcome.
Dr. Natalia.
I do feel like an honored guest. All the traps. All the traps. All the traps. I'll show you guys my sick melee skills. Here we go. Pro gamer. I just think the melee in this game is so bad. It's so boring. I don't know. Oh, dude, I'm terrible with my Holtzman shield. I'm lucky if I remember it, 5 times out of 5. Or 5 times out of 10, I should say. Because I'm terrible with it. Give me a rifle any day. And if I'm lucky enough, maybe I have a little bit of a Holtzman shield. But most of the time I don't. Alright, I guess I should actually do some stuff. Since I don't have any band-aids on me. Oh, there's a health kit. There's a health kit. I'm sure I'm going to need it at some point here. But I do very much out-tier this thing. Oh no. Reloading. Oh no. There we go. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Guys, if you do not have an adept disruptor pistol, you can get one. It's serious. Not as easy as PvE, or PvP I should say, because most enemies, PvP enemies are a lot smarter than these PvE enemies. Yeah, it does that, boy. Oh, hey, there's a person. Who is that? Nobody I know. That's good. Let him clear the way. Of course, I went to, like, the boss room or whatever. I think there's a big guy in here. Yeah, there he is. Not anymore. That's the scrubber for you guys. This thing is amazing. Pop him. Kill him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we got all the blood filled up, which is good. We gotta get the Harkonnen whatever. Intelligence. This way, maybe? Yeah, this way. I feel like I'm getting there. Science chest. Ooh. Artisan disruptor pistol. Okay. That's the lesser version of it, but hey, still good. And we'll grab the intelligence, which is right here. Perfect. Grab our band so we can get out. Secret room. Just because. Just because we can. I think I already have that. That's part of the planetologist quest line. Okay, now we're good. Now we can go back to Tolliver. And that's all she wrote.
Welcome, honored guest. Dr. Italian.
Alright, so we got this one done. This is still that Atreides quest line. I think we start, what did I say, the House Javal Spit Dart. We're starting to get some weapon rewards from this, which is great. I didn't park it this time, guys. I didn't put in the tool. Right here, ready to go. Also Mark V, you really notice like the quickness of the Mark V. If you just saw that, like it's got a lot of zippiness to the sides. So different than the Mark IV. Wire just like completely decides to not do Ooh, the Tarl cut array. Good for you, man. That is a great, great cut array to have.
We meet again.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Let's see what you found out. Yes. This is it. The Catheria
Nicholas, what's up,
crashed in
man?
the Haga Rift.
Appreciate you.
Commendable
Thanks
work.
for checking out the stream.
Commendable.
Yeah, every Sunday night. Usually we're not playing games. Usually we're diving into new trailers and stuff like that. But pumped you could check out the stream.
I do. Things are progressing. We've decrypted that spy's report.
We're still sifting through data, but it links the renegade Skorda to someone I know, Flag Officer Katrina Kloros. Katrina was commander of the Catheria when the ship went down. She survived, but it's now clear that she turned deserter following those events. She's the missing friend I mentioned. At this point, I have more questions than answers. I don't like where any of this is leading. My superiors have been monitoring Katrina, but she won't talk to any Atreides. They want to know more. I want to know more. I need you to talk to her. As someone less official, you might be able to get her to talk. She has to know something that makes this madness make sense. Based on the previous intel you gathered for me, from those Harkonnen deserters, she's near the wreck of the Catheria in the Haga Rift. My superiors didn't seem at all surprised by this revelation. They're holding something back. They've known. Yes, of course. Will you go find Katrina Kloros?
All right.
I eagerly await your report.
We got to go find this
There's just
captain turned deserter.
There's just one more thing.
Oh,
Do
got
whatever it takes to convince Katrina to return to the fold. She was a mentor and a hero of mine. She stands for everything I once believed in. Our path has become so twisted. This war of assassins corrodes our honor and identity. It corrodes me. The Atreides are not the Atreides anymore. I'm at the edge. I need a win. Everything seems to turn out wrong. But we can save her. We can make it right. I have to believe that.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. And more.
Bad Dad, what's going on, man? It took me a second to read the name. I was like, Bada Gaming? But then I read it. Bad Dad Gaming. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Sunday night. All right, so we got to talk to... Oh, my gosh. We got to go back to Haga Rift. Everything's in freaking Haga Rift. Is it that? Nope. What's the quest? Track down whatever. Track down. Oh, it's right there. Okay, there we go. We can go that way. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We got a couple things in the hopper for you guys right now. We've got the our review of Dune Awakening. That's coming, which, you know, is kind of silly post-launch, but like it's the only way that we can do, you know, a review of a game like this is post-launch. And then we've got Livid's working on a deep desert video. You know, like everything you need to know about the deep desert, how to survive, how to make the most of the deep desert. And then we got some other stuff coming up. We got our July games to check out video. That's coming out soon. I just finalized it before. And yeah, lots of good stuff. Grounded 2 coming out in July, so if you're into survival games, that's coming. All sorts of good things. Where are we going here? Up? It says up. Right here. We're going right here. Let's do it. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea, Dat Boy. I haven't actually thought about the booster too much, but maybe you're right.
Take it you're not a heat mirage. Who are you?
Totally get it, Nicholas, and that's exactly what we're trying to do.
A bit late for that. Even if I wasn't dying, there's no going back now. Anton always was sweet. And naive. I envy that. He won't have it much longer. He was practically a kid when I trained him. An orphan turned soldier. Guess I filled in for something he was missing. May as well ask your questions. Only thing I have left is time. And of course you are. It all leads back to Skorda. I know him. Maybe I can even tell you what I know about him before my insides turn to slurry. He was my brother
We
in
are
blood.
on Watchway.
Saved
I
each
believe it's
other's
called.
lives more than once.
Siege.
It was always a loose
Thawa?
cannon, though. He always had this ability to make you look the other way. Like the time the Duke himself stepped in on his behalf. Or that last favor he asked me. I was commander of the Catheria. Scorda asked me to carry some cargo aboard. No records, no questions. Smuggling, sure, but he said it was important. I agreed to all that. That's just how it was with Scorda. We got ambushed over Arrakis. The Catheria, the Delphus, and the Euphoria. All shot down. It'd be a kindness not to answer. But it's not far. Just over yonder. But if you're looking for Scorda's cargo, you're too late. Bandits came in that night. They went straight for it. They knew it was something valuable. The only one who could have known those particular containers were of any significance. Damn you. Damn you, Scorda. Wasn't what it seemed. Whatever it was. Every crash survivor who came in
That's funny,
contact with it
Nicholas.
eventually died.
Yeah, that's what happens with these survival games, man.
They didn't die
That's
well.
what happens.
I held each of them while their bodies liquefied. While they screamed for loved ones not there. I think my body held out so they wouldn't have to die alone. But I'm fading fast. Scorda betrayed me. My house abandoned us. Secrets and secrets. I called and called. When I finally contacted my superiors, they were worried about diseases or contamination, but agreed to send help.
It doesn't, because once you get
No
to the
help
deep desert,
came.
it's free for all PvP.
Time passed.
So you could be in a massive
lot of it.
Atreides,
I marked it
coalition,
in the deaths of my
but
crew.
it's just your guild
Finally.
in PvP. That's it.
Call came in. Some woman asked lots of questions about the symptoms. She told me to leave the
That's
sick
partially
behind.
why I think the balance is a little whack.
They couldn't risk taking them back. I couldn't do that. When the last of them died, I abandoned the wreck. I don't think there was ever a plan to help us. I think we were just a petri dish to be studied. Poor Anton. He's getting the hint. I could tell. He's just slower to let the ideals go. You tell him I did my duty, as I saw it. You tell him that. Andrea Gannon. That's who I talked to. She spoke of my crew the way scientists talk about lab rats. That's House Atreides now. No? Maybe. Maybe we can still be who
There's a
we
lot
were.
of dialogue in the game too. Like, actually, one of the
Buddy.
things that impressed me the most about the game
Even
is
if
like,
I
the
return
level
to the
of
Atreides, I
dialogue that they
don't
actually
think I
got
have
for
much
launch.
time.
It's great, right? It's an MMO, it's an RPG,
Tell
it's a survival game.
Anton.
They do have all the elements.
Tell him I'm sorry.
All right, so we got her. We got to find the wreck of the Cathera, which I think is just over there. Oh, right. This is the PvP wreck, so we got to be a little bit careful here. Actually, remember to put on my Holtzman. Take him out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, that was not smart. Okay. Find the bow of the ship. Oh my god, do I not have a cutaway on me? Oh my god, I thought I genuinely did not have a cutaway on me. Nope, that's not even a cutaway door. Not even a cutaway door. The real question is, where the heck do I go? I think I gotta go up here. Right? Maybe? No. What's going on here? What would I say is my favorite combat skill so far? I do really like the assassin thing, my C right now, whatever this is, the seeker drone. I do really enjoy it. I think it's great. I think it's powerful. Okay, I very clearly do not know where I'm going. I think there's only, is there only that one spot to drop in? Here? Yes? Maybe? Nope. What am I missing, guys? Somebody help me out here. Not that. Is there another part of the ship, Dat Boy? Is it really? Oh, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. I got you guys. I got you guys. See, you're all paying attention. I'm not paying attention. There's the ship. We found it. There we go. I don't think I've ever actually done this one. I don't think there was ever a reason for me to farm this ship, so I am not... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is not what I wanted to do. I also was not anticipating that. Son of a gun. Well. Back up. Let's try again. Do not walk into the giant holes. Let's try this first. Good. Okay. Here's somebody talking still here. Now I know I gotta watch all these holes in the ground.
I need reinforcements.
Okay, nailing it. Investigate the storage room for clues. Did I already do that? I don't think so. Storage room? This kind of looks like a storage room. Actually, kind of looks like a barracks. Yeah, it's definitely not the most intuitive, but that's okay. I honestly kind of like that. I think the layouts of these ships and things, like it shouldn't be perfectly intuitive, right? Like it should be a challenge to figure it out at least the first time. Oh, that's the other side of this. We gotta get down a layer. That might be it, maybe? Over there? Yeah, I think it's over there. I think. It's saying down again, but that doesn't seem right. Maybe? Maybe? Down again? Is it over here? No, that's not right. That's not right. Oh my god, there's no way I'm getting back up in the ship. Interact with the corpse on the ground. Oh, you're right. That is a crazy corpse.
I think this
all
is
melty.
it. My legs feel like jelly. My face
Good call, boys. Good call. Alright, we're good. We can report back.
We're gone. God, that's what awaits me. This be known. Oh, blast it all. Whoever finds this, just get out.
He's got a little bit of a cough. He did seem to be on fire, though, at some point. All right, guys, we're going to turn this in, and it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to call it for the night. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate a bunch of you guys, probably new to the stream, popping in to say hey. We do this every Sunday night. Usually we're checking out trailers for new games that are coming up. We talk about new games. Who knows? Maybe I'll sprinkle in some more gameplay if you guys like Dune, obviously, and other stuff that we're covering on the channel. Who knows? I could add some more of that into the mix. I wish I could stream more. I've talked about this in the past. I wish I could. Just crazy busy when YouTube isn't our full-time thing. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys before I
It
say
seems
goodnight.
we both yet live.
Let's see what Tolliver wants from us.
Katrina
Go
Chloros
from
is
there.
dead. Puddle of gore. And that's all that's left of her. Word just came in from above. She succumbed to
appreciate
the
that,
mysterious
Nicholas. Thank you,
malady
man.
that's
Means a lot.
going around. And she was. More than you know. She taught me. She's the reason I am the person I am today. We could have saved her. Soldier, hero, mentor. She was one of us. She wasn't a lab rat to study. This was not right. This was not honorable.
I don't want your damn report. I don't want this twisted spycraft trade. I don't want this damn war of assassins.
Listen, we left Kaladin as Atreides. I don't know what we are anymore. All I know is that I am done participating in this twisted game.
Tolliver's losing it.
You want to deliver your report? Take it to my direct superior, Andrea Gannon. Tell her I'm done. Congratulations. Your star is rising.
Dang, man, he's done. Where is that person? Oh, not that person. Are they all the way at the Atreides base? Perfect, they're at the Atreides base. I go to the Atreides base, then I go back to my base and call it a day. So I'll sit with you guys for a couple more minutes here. Then I'll see what I can't just log off in the middle of the desert. That won't work. Honest to God, I hate this chat feature. The chat feature is so big, and for whatever reason, my settings don't seem to stick. Brutal. Just brutal. That's one of the things. I think the game needs like a more MMO-style chat system with like tiny chat in the bottom left corner, you know, similar to like how WoW does it or something like that. Right now, it's just super invasive. You're right. It's exactly the word I'd use to describe it. Thought I heard a worm. That's funny. I honestly, I've not found the chat to be that exciting in Dune yet. Like, some people use it. I think a lot of people have turned it off. It takes up a third of the screen. You know, some people say something sometimes that's interesting, but for the most part, it's kind of lame, kind of tame. All right. Let's go see what this lady wants.
I did not calculate seeing you today. Correct. I am Andrea Gannon, Mentat, in service to Thufir Hawat and House Atreides. I know of you. I have a detailed file of your exploits. Let's see what you have there. Why hasn't Anton Tolliver delivered the reports through the usual channels? I see. I calculated this would happen, though not so soon.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Like, if you're going to go outside
Tolliver's
through
dilemma
Discord, which I
is
think a lot of games
microcosm
assume you're
of
going
an
to do now,
internal conflict
that's
plaguing
fine.
House
But like,
Atreides.
this is an MMO survival
This
game.
war of
You need to
assassins
have some
comes
sort of
down to
like
two
good chat
mathematical
systems that
truths.
actually function.
One,
in my opinion,
the Atreides
in game,
cannot
because
win
not
this
everybody
war
wants to
while
use
cleaving
Discord.
to
Not
their
everybody.
ideals
Like,
and
if we could
honor.
use systems in this
Two,
game that were a little bit
while
better,
they could
and I'm not
shed
saying
these
voice chat.
illusions,
Like, everybody's going
I
to use Discord to
calculate
voice
that
chat.
victory
Totally get
at the
that.
cost of their honor
But
and
at
identity
least the
would
actual text
constitute
chat
another
function,
form
it's
of death.
very clunky. It's
The
very
answer, then,
invasive. They got to
becomes
streamline
obvious.
it.
Insulation. Some of us must do the distasteful deeds of spycraft and intrigue, so that others do not. My cold mind gives me a certain distance. I can
Yeah,
do what
totally
needs
agree.
to be done and not lose myself. I calculate it would be something of a promotion. I can take you deeper into this spycraft playfield, into deeper mysteries. Certainly, you must be curious. There is also something of a timely element that forces me to make greater haste and have greater need of your skills. Simone von Koenig, a devious mentat, my counterpart among House Harkonnen. She too is investigating the mysterious death sweeping through Arrakeen. She is spying on me and my assets. She's making risky maneuvers in Arrakeen itself. She could conceivably be behind all of this. It is only a speculated possibility, one of many. She definitely has set her eyes on this strange malady and the events surrounding it. Captain Skorda is clearly involved with the mystery ailment. I've collated the evidence, patterns, and probabilities. They do not add up to a disease. An unknown substance. Something Captain Skorda was involved with. something contained aboard the Catheria when it crashed. The Sandflies have been operating on the shield wall. Collected intel suggests their involvement with Captain Skorda and the wreck of the Catheria. Originally a labor movement, the brutal grip of the Harkonnens transformed them into something that is part bandit band and part rebel movement. Their structure is organized, but highly decentralized, making them difficult to stamp out by any powers that be. I would like you to raid and investigate a Sandflies training camp and bring me any pertinent intel. Alacrity is appreciated.
I also think the voice acting is actually pretty good. It's one thing we haven't talked about. Like, I genuinely think the voice acting is well done. I mean, honestly, I've done like, I've done a lot of the trials, obviously, to get my stuff, but I haven't done a lot of my, I mean, you guys saw my contracts list. My contracts list is deep. I mean, and I haven't even picked up most of them. This is one of our bases right here with all of our stuff in it. This is our main base right here. We got our carrier over here. That's our carrier that we use to bring our buggy into the deep desert. Got an assault, some other stuff there. And this is where I parked my little guy. Right here. Load him up really quick so I don't forget next time. There we go. Yeah, oh, it's quite the compound we got here. Let's see how much water we got from those still suits. There we go. There we go. See, one quick run, got all the water back up. I'll load them back up real quick. And this is what happens, right? This is why it takes forever to... Oh, I can't actually do that, can I? Hold on, I gotta drop all my stuff off. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna wrap up for the night. I just want to thank you again for hanging out with me tonight. More people than usual. I appreciate you guys. We stream every Sunday night around 9:30 or so. Usually we're checking out new games. A lot of cool stuff coming up in July. Thank you for following the channel, supporting myself, Livid, and the whole crew. We've got more Dune Legacy. We've got more Dune Awakening coming out this week. Our review, Deep Desert Guide, bunch of other cool stuff. So thank you guys. Really had a great time hanging out with you tonight. And as always, my name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on. Take care, guys.